There are two kinds of people. Someone who definitely knows what they want to do after 12th, and then there's someone who doesn't know what they want to do. So I'm one of the persons who didn't know what to do after 12th, and I just went with the flow.
I think majority of the students, Sahithi, are going to be, similar to you. Like, I'm confused. There's so much to do. What do I do? And can I shift in? Hi everyone, welcome on board to CATKing. This is Anisha here, and today I have with me these three beautiful people who are studying BBA currently at Woxsen University. So welcome on board, guys.
It's good to be here.
Lovely. So before we start, we have a discussion on what is all this MBA or BBA all about and what made you decide. Give us a little brief intro about what do you do, what were you doing before getting into Woxsen, and a little bit more about you guys.
Sure. So I can start off. So during my 11th and 12th, I've pursued IB, that is International Baccalaureate, and my major subjects were economics and business management. So I clearly knew that I was going into the stream of commerce and business. So soon after my 12th is done, I started looking for colleges abroad, and we all know about the COVID situation at that point of time, the COVID-19. So unfortunately, most of us couldn't go abroad. So I was just looking for the next best college in Hyderabad, which is into the international standards. So I found Woxsen. So therefore, I'm here in Woxsen, and I think they have pretty much met the international standards.
Oh, that's lovely. Interesting. We'll talk more about your life on campus as well. Meanwhile, Laasya and Sahithi, give a quick intro about you as well to us.
I'm Laasya, and I'm a BBA first year student in Woxsen University. In my grade 11th and 12th, I pursued MA from ISC background. And later on, when I was in a deciding phase whether to take BCom or BBA, I chose, my first choice was for IPM, that is the integrated management course in IIM Indore. But due to the pandemic, we were skeptical about that. So as Kevin mentioned, I was also looking for the next best colleges in Hyderabad, and I found Woxsen University one among them.
Right. Okay, lovely. That's interesting. Sahithi.
I am Sahithi. I'm a BBA first year student, majoring in digital marketing. Again, in my 11th and 12th, even I did international baccalaureate just as Kevin. In fact, we were classmates. I did business and economics and math as my major. I, for one, was the person who underestimated the COVID situation, and I went abroad. So I picked the university abroad thinking I would major in economics. So I picked a stream in economics first, and in the Netherlands I studied there. But again, like I said, I underestimated the COVID situation a little bit, and I had to come back. When I came back, Woxsen seemed like a very good university, which helped me meet the international standards, like everyone else said. But in India, so in the convenience of being at home, but still get the same experience.
Lovely. That's pretty interesting. So you all have a very you took the decision to do a BBA program with all the pandemic and everything going on. So, after 12th, you have so many options and so many choices. What made you select that I want to do BBA and for that matter, specialize in, let's say, economics or digital marketing? What was going on in your mind at that time?
So for me, I always thought since 9th grade that I would be doing economics first because I think that was the one that I was inclined to since 9th grade. But then in 11th and 12th, I got introduced to business studies, even though I was still in my mind, because I made up in my mind at 9th grade that I would do economics. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I knew that business was for me, and it seemed like something that came easy to me. So it's a subject that was very fluent. I understood it so easily. So if it was not economics, it was business. And both of them, I ended up liking both of them equally. And that's what made me choose BBA.
Okay, that's interesting. And from the economics degree, where did you get into digital marketing?
So like I said, in 11th and 12th, I thought that I had a set up, but then my mind was wandering everywhere. So once I opened up my mind to business, again, I was in a whole confusion. My mind was in a cloud. So picking business was the only thing that I did. And quite frankly, I didn't know which major I wanted to pick because Woxsen gave so many majors. There are 4. There's general, there's digital, and all of that. So to me, digital marketing seemed like something that is hot right now, and it's something that everyone is up to. And almost all businesses have gone online now. So it is something that everyone should know if in case they want to become a business person or an entrepreneur.
Kevin, you've also been doing the digital marketing. What made you also shift onto this?
Yes, yeah. So first, initially, I was into entrepreneurship development because I was an aspiring entrepreneur and also ventured into multiple startups and companies. So recently, like after my first year is done, Woxsen program is very flexible that it allowed me to change from entrepreneurship to digital marketing as specialization. So that is the reason why I've shifted that is because I've started a company from my college mate, Dheeraj Anshuri, which is focused in the space of digital marketing. So I think that is more of the need I have than entrepreneur development, because during my 11th and 12th, I have had many entrepreneurial experiences. So I think I'm pretty sorted in that particular area. So I wanted to focus more on the digital marketing and e-commerce. That is why I've changed specialization into e-commerce and digital marketing.
Okay, that's lovely. That's pretty interesting. So, you were already, it's been so young that you're getting into entrepreneurship. So I'm sure you're getting a lot of exposure as well, and pretty interesting. Laasya, you were having some points to add to this decision. Why come to this space?
Yeah, so talking about me, I first thought I'll do ACCA, that is along with BCom, but no, none of the colleges were offering along with BCom. It is either with BCom honors or you have to choose a specialization separately.
Yeah.
So when I was browsing on net, I found out that Woxsen was one of the university which was giving many specializations as options. So I am majoring in financial services, and I also have a very keen interest in finance, and accounts is one of my strengths here. So that is one point which made me to choose this field. And why Woxsen? Because it has so many options. There's so much exposure. As Kevin said, we have a trade tower in our campus which is related to entrepreneurship. So I think that is the first and the main reason why we have to choose Woxsen.
Okay, that's interesting. So that's lovely. Guys, any parting tips or thoughts that you have for all the people who are, right now just either getting done with their board exams and planning to sit out for college exams and interviews, or probably, juggling both of them together because some universities have it delayed. So any tips and suggestions you would like to give them while they are in this boat, which you guys have experienced and already done through the journey?
I think it also narrows down to what exactly that you want to pursue in the next couple of years. So it is really important for you to jot down and narrow it down as to what you're going to do for the next couple of years. And I think once you've done that, you're already past 50% of the work, because the next step is finding a right college for you, the right institute for you. So given your set of needs and your set of experiences that you want to gain, I think it is really easy for you to browse colleges, and especially Woxsen as a really approachive. It is really approachable. So what I meant by that is, if I have a set of experience that I want to gain in my further years, so I simply email them saying, I'm looking for this kind of set of experiences, this kind of learning. Will I be able to get it in Woxsen or not? So they will suggest you, as to what kind of experiences they can provide and what can you gain out of it. So I think it's really important for you to get yourself narrowed down as to what you're going to do for the next couple of years, and ultimately depends upon what you want to become in the future.
That's a very good advice.
Yeah, I think I have a different approach to what Kevin has. There are two kinds of people: someone who definitely knows what they want to do after 12th, and then there's someone who doesn't know what they want to do. So I'm one of the persons who didn't know what to do after 12th, and I just went with the flow. That's totally fine as well, because you will be able to figure it out. Just one thing you have to know is that what subjects you're interested in, or what kind of subjects, or just in general, what kind of exposure do you want after 12th, because that also helps you pick the college that you want. So I wanted to pick a college where it's rigorous enough, but at the same time flexible and helps me enjoy the college experience. And Woxsen is definitely that. They're very rigorous in terms of giving you assignments and everything, but at the same time give you the right amount of time for you to be able to build your own personality as well. So for me, I picked something that I know that I was going to help build myself as a person and figure out what I want to be over the years.
That's a very important piece of advice. Like, sometimes you don't really think where you want to go and everything, and you don't know, you're confused, there's so many options, so you go with the flow. And I think majority of the students, Sahithi, are going to be similar to you, like, I'm confused, there's so much to do, what do I do, and can I like shift in? And that's a very good point which Kevin mentioned. You can also change your streams in due course of time once you realize what is a better fitment for you. So people, all of the guys who are listening to us, don't push yourself or don't pull yourself down that yeah, sabka life sorted hai, they know what to do after 12th and I'm clueless. Well, there are a lot of other people who are clueless and who have been clueless and now have figured out where to go and what next. Am I correct, Laasya? Like, do you suggest you were always fixated on finance, so that's how everybody should also be?
No, because I was very clear about what I have to do since my 8th grade because of the subject which I chose. But again, after 12th, I was also skeptical about either taking ACCA or BBA. There, I took up the courage and I chose BBA. So I don't think you have to be worried if you don't have your planning set for the next couple of years. That is okay because you will slowly figure it out. That you have time. You'll figure it out slowly. That's not a problem.
Okay, that's lovely. So thank you so much. Thanks everyone for coming on board with us and sharing your journey and insights with us. I wish you all the best further ahead and keep inspiring a lot of other people to make the right decisions in life.
Thank you for calling us.
Thank you so much for having us.